Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ayah A day. We look at an ayah from Surah Al-Baqara in the first juz of the Quran Kareem. Allah says, وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. Seek the help of the Almighty Allah through sabr and salah. Let's unpack these two words as we go along, right? We all know we've got to seek assistance from Almighty Allah because we are totally dependent on Him and He is totally independent of us. For every minor and major thing in our lives, we need the assistance of Allah. Now, which are the effective ways through which we can consistently secure the assistance of Allah? Allah Himself tells us, Bisabri was salam. Sabr, normally in English we translate it as patience, but it has a much more multifaceted meaning. Sabr in the Arabic language means to persevere, to persevere. So whatever Allah wants you to do, you persevere in continuously doing it. And whatever Allah wants you to abstain from, you persevere in continuously abstaining from it. Okay? That's the one dimension of sabr. The other dimension is also a sabru ala al-bala, that when there's difficulty and hardship, then you bear it patiently. So sabr in a broader context would mean that you must be a steadfast believer. You must be a committed believer. You must be a person who remains on the path, who stays the path, as they say. Sabr is what will secure you the assistance of Allah. Then for emphasis, Allah mentions salah, prayer. All right? Now, if you think of it, in light of what I've just explained, salah is already included in the word sabr, in the broader meaning of the word sabr, because it's part of those instructions of Allah on which we need to consistently persevere. Every day, 5 times a day, you perform your salah. But because of its importance, Allah specifically mentions it. Allah mentions it separately. That in general, continuously, perpetually, habitually, do what I want you to do and abstain from that which I want you to abstain from, and be particularly focused and steadfast on your salah. If you can get these two things right, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling us, then you will secure the assistance of Allah. Now, whenever you hit a low point in life, or whether you hit a low point or not, even if you're just trying to improve yourself as a believer, and we need to constantly improve ourselves as servants of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, then ask yourself, to what extent am I a sabir? To what extent am I persevering? A concluding thought here. Deen and being a Muslim and being a true servant of Allah is not about occasional worship. It's not about rituals. It's not about certain months or certain days. It's about consistency. It's about being dedicated. Obviously, you're not perfect, but you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you remain committed to the path. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.